Since today we are eating the roll with a conversation, leading the show with a prominent Nigerian Imam. We want to hear his own side of some of the things that we've been talking about in Inside Sources regarding what the Americans have done, the country of particular concern, the intervention, and some of the narratives that have been going on regarding that situation. To join me, I have the National Chief Imam of the AL-HABIBIYYAH Islamic Society, who also in 2012 won the United States Ambassador's Award on Humanitarian Services. I'd like to welcome back to Inside Sources, Imam Fuad. Welcome back to Inside Sources.
Thank you so much. I'm surprised. I didn't know where you got that information. I appreciate that.
I'm very happy with it.
Yes, it is. And thank you for the work we are doing too. I really appreciate and we thank you for the work.
Thank you so much. So I wanted to get your perspective on the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by the U.S. president, and some of the developments in the narrative. You are a leading Islamic cleric. How do you see all of these things that is happening?
Well, thank you so much. And I'm very grateful once again. You see, this issue of a country of particular concern that Nigeria is designated in it, I think as a nation we have a challenge. Why do I say so? We are supposed to be seeing things, attending to issues on time, not when it turns cancerous. Because for government for the American government to declare a particular country as a country of particular concern, it has a sequence. It does not start just by the propagation by the president that day, but because we have not been serious, I'm sorry to say, we have not been doing the right thing. There is a report that United States Commission on Religious Freedom, Religious Commission, that always release around, I think, April or March, I can't remember just annual reports. In that, there will be a kind of a report on each nation, what they are doing, their own recommendation, their own opinion, and what the government should do. The report was there since April. Since April, that they are recommending that Nigeria should be the time country of particular concern. Since April. I do not know whether government do not know those who are reading. I do not know whether do not know those who are following the securities that's happening in the world. As small as I am, being also a clergy, there's another report on what they call American Security Approach that was released a week ago. Another one, just about a week ago. You see, the world which we live now is the world of intelligence, where you must read, you must know what is happening. You can't sit in one place today again in the world and you belong to the world. They have to drop you where you are.
There's so much information.
So much information that, and you just have to be above it. If you don't, it is like on the table where they are distributing things. If you are not by that table, that you are going to be among the things they will distribute.
Exactly.
So, and this is the challenges which we are facing as a country. There was that report that has recommended Nigeria as country of particular concern. Many of us don't even know what does country of particular concern means. What are the things that leads to it? For example, they say when the government is not doing enough to protect a particular religion, to protect a particular group of people, that is when they do that. Ordinarily, I think even when the report was out, the Nigerian government will have been proactive. For example, almost every month there used to be a Nigerian corner on the American Congress. I'm not sure whether many of us are aware of this. Almost every month there is a Nigerian corner where they discuss Nigeria. Most of the times Nigerians are not there. Most of the time those who are there in the name of Nigeria are the fugitives who are there, and will be talking as if they are the only Nigerians. Where is our government? That's why I've been canvassing that I'm not here that we warehouse all things about religion in this country. We cannot downplay religion, whether we like it or not.
You made this point in your last appearance.
Yes, we can't downplay it. And not until we realize the way it means. It's like the way everybody plays football. Let's say there's no organization that's in charge of football. Everybody is playing anyhow you want. We won't be anywhere.
no coordination.
No coordination. We won't be able to even go for World Cup. We won't be able to go for Africa because we have an office that we are housing everything about football, training, development, and everything you think about. Until we have something like that, many people are afraid of that office. They think government will control everything about religion. No, that shouldn't be the reason. And that's why government should sit down. How do we do this thing? And that's the reason. So let me also continue. When the government they declare us as country of particular concern, Nigeria did not respond. They recommended. Government did not respond. There are some people who move from Nigeria to America to go and be discussing this thing. Nigerians are watching. Nigeria has seen. The government is not saying anything. If I beat you today, you didn't say, if I come to your house, I carry your money, you didn't say anything. I come to your house, I carry your car, you didn't say anything. And then I might come, I might say everybody should go out of that house, and that house belongs to me. Because I didn't mean the first time I come, you fight me, so you try to even cut that hand, I want you to think to come again.
Yeah, true.
So that's exactly what is happening between America and Nigeria, the issue of declaring Nigeria as a country of particular concern. So we need to understand that. And when the President America now said that Nigerians, the Christians are being killed in Nigeria, yes, the Christians are being killed, no doubt about that. But equally, if not more, Muslims are equally being killed. So that is true. The issue is that we are being killed in this country. To have said Christian is to insult our integrity. To have just say Christians are being killed.
That is not only.
That all Christian. That's a genocide of Christian in this country. It sounds insulting to our personality as a nation. I'm sorry. Because it's like if I'm talking to you now that, oh, this thing you are holding, you are just holding a pen, there is no paper there. I said, no, the only thing you are holding is just a pen. And you say you are holding the paper. I said, no, I've not seen it. Is that something is wrong with me or something is wrong with you?
I see your point.
This is exactly what is happening. It's insulting our integrity, insulting our intelligence to say that Christians are being killed. Have you forgotten there was an incident in which the military said they mistakenly killed they mistakenly dropped a bomb. More than 100 people were killed when they were doing around Kaduna. I don't know if you remember. Was there said to say, oh, they were killing Muslims? People did not say either that they were killing Muslims, that people were killed. That was the language. The military killed people. Why should this kind of thing happen? That is what we should be talking about. One life to us is life of everybody. That they are killing people like mosquito. Even mosquito, you can't kill. Like when you kill plenty mosquito, your body will be shaking. Exactly. That is even mosquito. Talk less of human beings. We are being killed in hundreds, in 10. I was discussing with somebody today. When we are young, when they bury one person in our street, in a street that next to us, the next 3 months we will not pass through that street. We'll be afraid. I think you must have experienced the same thing. When we are small, when they are watching television, when they say 3 people had an accident and they died, if you see everybody say, yay! Today, 20 people killed, nobody's even mentioning anything. Our body is used to something has done our side. This is what is happening today. That is said, Nigeria is being designated as a country of particular concern. I think I will not blame the American government. I will not blame the Nigerian government. I'm sorry, we do things fire brigade approach. Even these also have taught us a lesson that with this, the government representative that have gone to America now, to me, they're supposed to put so many things in places. Usually I use the word places, not just one thing. That should be the one for religious, there's one for diplomatic, there should be one for civil servant, there's one English former speaker, House of Reps, he said parliamentary diplomacy. There should be something like parliamentary diplomacy. So all those things, there should be religious diplomacy. All those things are supposed to be put in place. Some with the hand of government, some without the hand of government. Unless government try to do anything serious, we'll continue to have more of this.
Interesting. Let me deepen the issue. Recently, the Sultan of Sokoto, His Royal Highness Abubakar, said that the forum where Christians and Christian leaders and Christian leaders used to come together.
NIREC.
That the forum has not been hurting, and that it has not been as serious as it used to be. I hope you heard that comment days ago. And this, it sounded like what you also said, that government is not paying attention to issues of religion, because marriage ought to be the place where religious leaders, come together to form, some common understanding on major issues. How do you think, NIREC can be resuscitated and reinvigorated?
That's a good question. The first thing is that NIREC does not have a problem for them not to function well. NIREC was created voluntarily by Muslim leaders. Let me tell you the story of how NIREC was established in 1999. The Catholic bishops, Onaekan, then, and one other bishop from Catholic, I've forgotten the name. Reverend Mba, who from Methodist. Reverend Father Mba.
That's from
Sunday Ubang. Yes. The two of them, they met. Mba is Catholic, Methodist. He was the prelate of Methodist. While he was Onaekan was the Catholic
bishop
in Abuja. So they came together that let us do something. Let's work together as a country, as religious leaders. And that's okay. Let's go. They now discuss with the president. This thing I'm telling you, I heard it from Onaekan himself yesterday, day before yesterday. So I can tell you authoritatively.
Okay.
So it's not a book knowledge. So he said they went to the then president, Michel Obasanjo.
Yes.
And when they told Obasanjo, they said, wow, you mean this thing, you want to do this? He said, we want to go and meet the late Sultan of Sokoto, Abubakar II. They said they want to go and meet him. When they told him, they said the president then gave them plane and they should go to Sokoto.
Wow.
And when they got to Sokoto, the two of them, don't forget, Onaekan and Imam. When they got there, they met the sultans. They discussed with the sultan. Then the sultan said, we have been thinking of this too, but the problem is that we do not know how to start it. Say now that you are the one that's starting this one, let us start it.
That was 1999.
1999. And they went back to Obasanjo. The plane was already waiting for them. So they all went back to Obasanjo, and Obasanjo accepted it. And that was the beginning of NIREC. NIREC is not a government establishment.
Yes.
It's only government is supporting them. But I think, you see, I have to be sincere here. You can't blame that NIREC that it might not work well the way it's supposed to. There are some people in government, it's only God knows how we will judge them because they don't like the truth. When they heard the truth, instead of them to listen and check the person that said the truth, they begin to witch hunt that person. And don't forget, NIREC has traditional rulers who government can just ask any local government to say, remove him. Yeah. And before you know it, he's gone. And nothing will ever happen. So we can't blame NIREC. I always tell people, we cannot blame. They have their inhibitions. They have things. So Nigeria Inter-Religious Council is NIREC that has 50 Muslim leaders and 50 Christian leaders.
But Nigeria
Inter-Religious Council. In fact, they said it was Obaje, Reverend Obaje, who was the chaplain of the. They know the right thing. Sultan is not just a king, he is a military man, a very brilliant human being,
absolutely,
who is metropolitan. He moves with everybody. So he actually knows what to do.
He's even my personal senior friend.
I don't even know this. So with somebody with Sultan alone, believe me, people will listen to him. You can change this country for better. The whole world will be looking for us. So, and no matter how good he is, he has to be very careful. Because to me, he's an employee of government. Because government can say, oh yeah, go, and nothing will happen. So these are the issues. I think what we need a kind of movement, a group of people, where traditional rulers will not be involved. Where it will only be mainly religious leaders that are not appointed by government. so that they will not be afraid to say the truth and to stand by the truth without any fear.
Okay, I see your point. So that will just be religious counsel.
Religious counsel. So you see, people will just be abusing or be insulting without having the complete information. Sultan is a super intelligent and human being that is too metropolitan, cosmopolitan, and too humane. So you can't. He is. I see him as the father of the nation. So it's not time that you go and say this, go and do that, but you have allowed the children, the younger ones, or the somehow free ones, to be able to say it. And you know one thing. The one thing about leadership is that somebody you see as your enemy is actually your best friend.
Okay, can you explain that? That's very interesting.
Because when he's talking, he's attacking you, he's abusing you. Anything you want to do is the number one person you'll be considered in your policy, in your systems, in everything, in execution. You say, what am I going to do that this guy will not insult me? What am I going to do this one will not abuse me? So it allows you to do better. It allows you to lead better.
It's true. Because you are thinking about him.
You are thinking about him. You want to beat him.
I remember, sorry, let me just interject this because it's a very important example. When I interviewed General Babangida,
okay,
and we were talking about Khalifa,
okay,
he said this thing that he said that anytime we did a policy, we always ask his aides that what did Ghani say about it.
So I think I'm right.
Absolutely.
So you should have somebody that you are afraid of, you can't talk to, that can say anything about you. So that is your best friend. That is the number one person that will make you successful. The government should be able to develop that. Forget about politics, things of leadership. You go to Malaysia, we develop. Malaysia too is religious country. Don't let us say go to Indonesia that have Christian Muslims. They are working together. Go there, you will cry for this country.
What do you mean in terms
of how advanced they are? I went to a particular state.
So their religious diversity is not a problem.
It is even a plus in their life. I went to a particular state in Malaysia. They call that place Sarawak. Sarawak is the name of the state, and Kuching is the name of the capital. It's 30% Muslim. Okay. Others were Christians. Okay. If you enter that country, you enter that state, you think you are an Islamic state because everybody works together. Everybody, you see the developments in those areas, you'll be shocked to your marrow. In fact, one thing will make you laugh. If you are leaving Kuala Lumpur to go to that Kuching, you need another visa.
Oh, why?
That is just to let you know how strong a particular state is. Like you are going to Lagos, and they say if you are leaving from Abuja to Lagos, you need a visa.
Where you can come to.
If you don't, they will send you back. What I'm saying is leadership, unity, cooperation, development. So well developed. Their transportation systems superb, their housing systems superb. Even everybody has something that he gets superb. So and I always tell people, Nigeria were the luckiest country in the world. Believe me, whether you like it or not, Nigeria is the best country anybody could wish to be born. I'm sorry. My experience, my own little way that I've traveled, I know there are no two countries as good as Nigeria. Wow. Believe me, today, there is no country in the world where equivalent of 1,000 naira will be enough to feed you. There are many places in Nigeria today that 1,000 should be enough for you to feed one meal. There are so many places, despite the fact that we say things are hard.
Okay. But it's how to get that 1,000. That's the challenge, isn't it?
That is true. That is exactly what I'm saying. If we have a government that is responsive enough, but only one person cannot be government this time around. When I say government, it's a chain. If the one on top is good, what about those other chain? And the power of a chain depends on the weakest of their power. So it is a chain that was supposed to do this, but unfortunately, we have very terrible chain on the road, so that even the only one that remains. Before you know it, other ones that are very weak.
Interesting. So let's look into the the intervention of the Americans, now that we've talked about their destination.
Yeah.
The US president said that, of course, he said he will come guns and blazing. I think that has been clarified that, he was just using extreme rhetoric. But the congressmen have a delegation that has come to Nigeria actually this week. 2 weeks ago, the National Security Advisor led a delegation of Attorney General and of them also to Washington, D.C. to work together. How do you think Americans can help us deal with this problem of insecurity, this problem of killings in our country? How do you think?
Well, to me, American has the strength, they have the power to do this. That is one. If they want to do it, if it is sincere, don't forget there was a time one of them was kidnapped. I don't remember.
Yes,
in Niger State.
Yeah.
And they came in the night, within the twinkle of an eye,
Yeah.
they picked him, and that was all.
Yeah.
If they want that kind of an operation, they know, like, which one of them I was reading, they said, our drone will follow you, our gun will do this, our this is what, they have all the information, they don't need us. They don't need us, it's just political statement, all these things. If they want to do this thing, in 1 week, they will eliminate them.
They will want to get
the consent. If our government is ready to support them, don't forget there was a time they said issues of machineries were invited to come and do this. I don't know if you remember.
During the last days of President Jonathan.
Machinery. They said this thing, there are no more than 6 of them or 7, that they will have finished them in less than maximum of 1 month, 2 months. They said at the time they were working, then later they stopped them. Something happened. So you remember too. So if the president, if the Americans, if it is true that this is what they want to do, believe me, we should prostrate to welcome them to do this. But in the history of American intervention, there is no single place America went, and it's like when a lion went to the house of a rat. It is blood and blood and blood. When America promised to help the people of Iraq, when they got to Iraq, in less than 48 hours, they've taken over where their oil refinery is. Is that helping the people of Iraq? When they said they want to help Libyan people, the first thing they took over was where the oil was. Now, tell me anywhere in the world that American has gone there to help them and still the same, that country still the same. If you know one, tell me I don't know. So we just have to be very careful. That's why I said if America want to come the way that they can do it that way, excellent.
Just like they did for
their own.
The example that you gave when they rescued
their citizens. If that's what they want to do, to come and please, in fact, all of us should be behind them when they are doing it, and we should celebrate them. But I'm afraid that is not the reason why they're coming here.
Okay, all right.
I'm afraid. So,
well, I mean that's an interesting perspective also that you have to consider. Now, because of our time, final question. Now, there are those who have argued, that if we as a country, under the leadership of our president, we are going to terminate this problem of insecurity, these killings, terrorism, and all of that, that the government has to go after those who are causing the violence, who are doing the killings, and their sponsors. What's your view about that?
There's no what's your view about that, unless we are deceiving ourselves. You do not only name the sponsors, you must shame them. In fact, the moment you name and you go after the sponsors, all the boys that are killing, that are doing this, they too, they are suffering at the hand of the sponsors. So I think when the government is serious, the only government should even forget about taking care of any other thing in the next 3, 4, 5 months. To say the only thing they should be doing is paying salaries. And that's it. This time around, we want to face this thing squarely. All those who are involved, who are the brain behind all this thing, they should, all our military, the security apparatus should be put in place. to face this thing if in 1-2 months, if our government can go to Benin Republic, where they've almost taken over, and Nigeria intervened, and within a twinkle of an eye, the thing was reverted. Right. Then it means our government has the power to do this. They should go after the sponsors of these people. By the time they go after them, the country will be at peace.
Interesting. So what's your own opinion about some of the things that we hear that we negotiate with terrorists? We even have some of our otherwise respected clerics sounding supportive of terrorists, saying that they are not bad people, it is because they are not taking care of them. What's your own view about that? How do you laugh? That's why the question. And I don't want to put you on the spot, that's why I'm not mentioning this.
You see,
how can we manage that kind of a thing?
The question again.
Yeah. Okay. Take two. so there are some religious clerics, who give opinions that suggest that they are supportive of terrorists and the bandits. They say that these bandits is because government did not take care of them. Don't kill them. You rather negotiate with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me start from the wordings of the new Minister of Defense.
Yes.
General. He said Nigeria is now becoming attractive to these bandits. Because they believe when you come to Nigeria, you become rich. You get everything which you are looking for. That's what he said when he was facing the Senate. Yes. So we just have to do something fast to be able to stop this thing. So for anybody to not say these people are hungry or they are angry and we should go and meet them, I think it's not right enough. It's not right. In Islam, let me now go there.
I'm interested in that.
The rule of Islam, for anybody that becomes a bandit in Islam, you and I were not to judge, but we need to send them to God to go and judge them.
Oh, wow.
That is the rule.
Wow. Okay.
The meaning of sending them, that you have to kill them, let God go and judge them. Yours is just to remove them from this house. When you go to your God, it is God that will judge you. You don't know negotiation when it's come to banditry.
So the Islamic religion does not support negotiation.
How can it be when somebody kills, it is confirmed that he is killed? In fact, Islamic religion is against the common Western law where you will be judge and cases and cases. It has been established. Within 24 hours, it's gone. It's gone. The rule of Islam, when somebody becomes enemy to God and his messenger, God this time around and what he has created, and you begin to attack them. And I say those who attack those people, they should be eliminated.
Interesting.
So there's no need of negotiating with who.
So what do you think is going on in the heads of some of these religious clerics who are saying this kind of thing? I'm sure you have heard it.
Yes, I think, you see, I always tell people around to me, I don't judge until I hear from the two sides. Why are you doing what you are doing? I don't judge anybody because I do not know what that person knows. I don't know what he has seen. I don't know whether he's hiding some information from us that we don't know. But for me, what God says is beyond what any human being can say. When God says this is the rule, you can't go against it. In fact, in Islam, there is an aspect of Sharia called ta'zir. That is, you stop other people from committing such a thing. When you see somebody that is committing an offense that other people can do it, you now go and give that person money. No, you are encouraging other people to do it. You should even kill in public. People will know this is what he has done, why he's being killed. Anyone who wants to do that again will be afraid, say, hey, this is the reason why this man was killed, I won't be there again.
Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Imam Fuad for the clarity that you bring. Thank you for the insight, and thank you for your services to the nation and to the Islamic community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
I'm very grateful. Thank you for the work you are doing too. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And there you have it, another edition of Inside Sources. Like we always say, Nigeria will prevail. It means that Nigeria will win because we continue to push important issues. My name is Lau Wakonde, and by the grace of God, I'll see you at the next edition. And Inside Sources will be right back. Okay.
Two things.